Okay, so now here we are at finally at the bottom of this whole diagram I'm kind of laying out here. There's this thing called the free cash flow. So to kind of quickly recap from the last module: revenue, expenses, profit. After profit, there's some decisions being made regarding the balance sheet, assets and liabilities and so forth. And then we finally get down to the free cash flow. Now, this is the part where if there is actual money left over in the overall business operation, not just the profit, but the overall everything with the business, that is money that the owner can finally take out of the business. If, however, the owner decides to put money into the business, that would be money coming back in, just kind of like taking out a loan or selling an asset. Well, if the business owner decides to put money of their own personal savings, they take their own personal savings and put it into the company. That's money moving into the actual business. But what we're trying to get to here is all this money is eventually coming out to, or at least we're trying to get to, the owner's trying to get to, money coming out of the business that they get to take home and use for their own personal benefit. So we go through this entire thing. We go through all the different modules. This is what it kind of comes out to. We use assets and people and marketing in order to generate sales. Sales generates actual cash. Hopefully, cash coming in soon, right away, versus cash coming in delayed. We'd much rather have it sooner rather than later, but we end up getting it, and that's called revenue. After we get the revenue, we have to pay for expenses. And then after that, it's left over this thing called profit. After profit, the owner is going to make some decisions based upon what they want to do with the business as far as buying assets, selling assets, loans, taking them out or paying them off. And then at the end, there's some cash left over, we hope, left over for the owner to actually take home. Or they could, of course, reinvest in the business, but at least there's money left over, discretionary cash left over for the owner to do with it whatever he or she pleases. And that's the whole idea behind understanding how cash flows through this entire thing. The next module, we're going to be wrapping up this whole discussion by going into a further discussion on all the different parts and pieces and things to think about as both a leader and then, of course, mostly as the owner, but things that as a leader, you will understand what the owner is trying to do when contemplating all these different financial decisions with the business.